I'm a resident of the Humboldt neighborhood for about 25 years. I'm a business owner in the Overlook neighborhood, and I'm the secretary of the Humboldt Neighborhood Association. And Jamie was nice enough to attend our meeting last month to invite us to be at this forum where many of our members are very concerned, similar to the woman who just spoke about overworked people. The gentleman that comes to my door is an unrecognized person, but obviously very overworked. And sometimes when both at our business and our home we receive the wrong mail, if we are able to, we take it to the neighbors if we feel like we have the moment, and we can. Otherwise, we leave it in the mail for the mail carrier the next day. It's not always the same person. And on our block, I had a conversation with my mail carrier, also not really feeling comfortable talking with us or me out of fear of just, he said we're not really supposed to be saying much, but it was clear that he was very overworked, very concerned about getting all his work done. Somewhere into the 9th hour of his shift, and unlike what was stated earlier, we used to give gifts to our mail carrier, Melete. I don't know if any of you remember him, but he was in our block and so kind, and took gifts and found our dog once, and just was like a personal part of our village. And now, as much as we'd love to get to know our mail carrier, there just doesn't seem to be a moment in his route to exchange kindnesses or pleasantries. And I think that diminishment of quality of life for those workers is a really important thing that we should be thinking about, because I think in our economy, quality of life and making sure we have the things that take care of our families is a really important part of job satisfaction. So that's part of what I have to say, and then I'll read this letter on behalf of our board. Since late September, North Portland's U.S. Postal Service mail delivery service has been erratic. Mail is arriving days late, at late hours in the dark, to the wrong address, and with constantly changing letter carriers. As you may be aware, a pilot project has been forced on thousands of residents and businesses in the 9721 zip, bringing with it a myriad of high-level problematic issues. If USPS has consolidated casing at just one post office in the state of Oregon as an internal test process, it is producing a tremendous external customer impact. The USPS leadership in DC is trying to speed up mail carriers, eliminate the number of mail routes, and break up a postal worker's job into two: the sorters and the street carriers. This has proved as not becoming an effective means to streamline production within USPS, specifically the Kenton Post Office. Mail carriers forced to endure this burden of more work than there would normally be have become increasingly inundated with attempts to maneuver with this new procedure. Instead of what was thought to be a way to streamline service, the workers are constantly struggling, asking for help, and have now resorted to asking their local leadership, the Humboldt Neighborhood Association, for help. We are requesting a neighborhood hearing on the mail delivery issue within our ZIP before it would become systematic to USPS, so that residents and businesses directly affected can testify to their mail service experiences. The HNA is asking to end erratic, unreliable, haphazard mail delivery in the zip code 97217, returning the mail delivery routes, and an end to the consolidated casing experiment that is not producing the desired anticipated results or outcome. Stop understaffing and overworking mail carriers and restore the service and respect the USPS workers. Sincerely, the Humboldt Neighborhood Association.